The managerial hunt is well underway, and we have been hearing lots in regards to the potential candidates over the last few days. However, in a shock revelation, Celtic are close to securing their first signing of the window, as a club are in advanced negotiations, which has shocked fans considering we don't have a manager. In today's video, of course, we'll go over all this whilst bringing you up to date with all the latest Celtic news. But before we do get into the video, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Ange Postecoglou was reportedly keen on bringing his former Celtic colleagues John Kennedy and Gavin Strachan to North London. The Daily Mail reports that Celtic and Spurs are still in talks regarding the coaches. The Australian tactician who recently took over the reins at Spurs is looking to assemble a trusted team ahead of the pre-season. Kennedy and Strachan, who worked under Postecoglou during a successful stint at Celtic, are seen as key additions to his coaching staff at Tottenham. The duo's familiarity with Postecoglou's coaching methods and philosophy could prove invaluable as Spurs look to rebuild and challenge for the top honours in the upcoming season. It is understood that both Kennedy and Strachan are keen on the move to Tottenham. The club is currently in talks with Celtic to release the pair from their contracts. The negotiations are crucial as both coaches are under contract with the Scottish club, and any move would require Celtic's agreement. However, Tottenham is also keeping its options open. The club are understood to have interviewed external candidates for senior backroom positions in case the move for Kennedy and Strachan falls through. In the meantime, Ryan Mason, who served as interim head coach of Spurs towards the end of last season, has joined Postecoglou's coaching staff. Mason's familiarity with the club and its players will be a significant asset as Postecoglou begins his tenure. Just a quick one, guys, we have released our brand new Celtic Champion t-shirts. You can find them at celticpower.com or just go down to the link in the description, and we do offer free UK shipping on all orders. As well as that, guys, we are releasing some brand new Celtic t-shirts soon, so keep an eye out on the store and on the videos because we will be releasing them very, very soon. And okay, let's get back into today's video. Celtic are currently in talks with Vålerenga regarding the transfer of highly talented midfielder Thiago Holm. Negotiations are underway to see if an agreement can be reached after Celtic launched an official bid for the 20-year-old. Natavisin claims that discussions are taking place between the two clubs. Holm is expected to leave his club with Celtic the favourite destination for the player. Last winter, Danish club FC Copenhagen attempted to secure the services of Holm for approximately £2.2 million. However, the transfer did not materialise and the talented midfielder remained at Vålerenga. Celtic's bid for Holm is believed to be in a similar range, and although a complete agreement has not been reached yet, positive dialogue is reportedly ongoing. Holm has been a regular fixture in Vålerenga's matches this season, but he was substituted during a recent game against Strømsgodset, which ended in a disappointing 1-0 defeat for his team. Currently placed 13th in Elite Syrian, Vålerenga is only 1 point above the relegation zone after a challenging start to the campaign. Insiders of the club, who are familiar with the situation, suggest that the midfielder is now ready to leave Vålerenga, and if negotiations between the two clubs progress favourably, a move to Scotland could be imminent for the promising young player. It's thought that the clubs will need to agree on a sell-on clause as well as a fee. With no manager in place at Celtic yet, fans are questioning who's leading the recruitment. In other transfer news, Ismaila Soro finds himself at the heart of a transfer tussle, with Bordeaux and Panathinaikos eagerly vying for his signature. The Ivory Coast international recently completed a season-long loan at Portuguese top-flight club Oroca. However, upon his return to Celtic, Soro faces an uncertain future. Although he still has 1 year left remaining on his contract, the previous manager Ange Postecoglou would have permitted his departure, with it clear that the Ivorian wasn't in the boss's plans. Nevertheless, there is a possibility that Soro might receive a fresh start under the club's new management. Both Bordeaux, currently competing in the French second tier, and Greek giants Panathinaikos have expressed their keen interest in acquiring the services of the 25-year-old midfielder. Soro's last appearance with Celtic took place in February 2022 as a substitute in a 3-0 victory against Rangers, where he played for a mere 2 minutes. Former Celtic boss Neil Lennon invested a substantial £2 million to secure Soro's signature from Israeli outfit Ben Yehuda in 2020, and initially the midfielder made a promising impact, and many thought the player might have a bright future at the club. However, under Ange Postecoglou's management, Soro found himself marginalised and was last included in the starting lineup for a Europa League match against Real Betis in December 2021, which held no significance in terms of qualification. Now Soro aims to revive his career either in France or Greece, hoping that Celtic will grant him the opportunity to depart. It is also worth noting that the club recently released another underperforming player, Vasilis Barkas, who joined a new team on a free transfer earlier this week. Hata has had his latest column on the Japanese site Sportovia published, where the midfielder discussed many different topics. Amid speculation about his future following Ange Postecoglou's departure, Hata hinted that he does not plan to leave the club. The talented midfielder has already set his sights on achieving new goals for the upcoming season. He wrote, "Looking back on my own season, I played 32 league games, scoring 6 goals and assisting 9. In all official games, I had 9 goals and 11 assists. I was aiming for double figures goals and double figure assists, so while I achieved my assists, I didn't reach my goal scoring target, which will be my challenge for next season." Hata, who played a crucial role in Celtic's treble-winning campaign, admitted to feeling a hint of envy towards his compatriot Kyogo, who swept the board in the Player of the Year awards in Scotland, but Hata feels that he could have won the award if he had worked harder. Kyogo was named Scottish Premiership Player of the Year. As a fellow Japanese player, I felt proud, but also frustrated. If I had worked harder, I could have won that honour. On the one hand, I was happy for him, but on the other hand, I frankly felt frustrated. It will motivate me even further to grow as a player. In the Scottish League, a foreign country, a Japanese player scoring 27 goals and becoming the top scorer, this is no easy feat. That's why I'm happy that I was able to make a small contribution with my assists. His highlight of the season came against St Mirren, but he also expressed the other moments which gave him some satisfaction. It's been 3.5 years since I turned professional, and I've been lucky enough to win the title every year. No matter how many times we have won, none of them have been the same each time. We get a different sense of fulfillment and achievement, probably because of that explosive joy shown by the fans who cheer us on. I was thinking about that watching the joy of the supporters at the Hampden Park after our 3-0 win over Inverness in the Scottish Cup final. The smiles I have seen since joining Celtic inspire me to get better and help me grow. Kyogo scored the opening goal, and I always tried to make use of his quickness of movement. And this season, when I looked up on the pitch, I first looked for him and I tried to pass to him as much as possible. My personal favourite moments of the season were assists against Hearts and St Mirren in the league, and the one I gave Kyogo in the League Cup final. Many of the goals he has scored have been one-touch goals, and that's because of his movement. It was a great season for Hata, who is one of Celtic's most consistent performers. He's now got a much-deserved chance of his national team, and he'll be keen to impress. Celtic fans, what do you make of reports stating that we are closing in on our first signing? And do you think the club should be doing business without a manager in charge? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Remember, guys, we have released our brand new Celtic Champion t-shirts. You can find them at celticpower.com or just go down to the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping on all orders. And very, very soon there'll be more t-shirts and other type of merchandise available soon on the website. So keep an eye out for our videos and on the store for that. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.